Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saints football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Dog 17. Come and tell you what your Saints juice of the day, family. Hope everybody's had a good start to their week. A good Monday. I ain't gonna keep y'all long, fam. I just wanted to come on and touch on a little Saints news from the day. This here is from our brother Ross Jackson. Ross Jackson's Twitter account with some good Saints news, and there was some good Saints news from this past last Thursday's game against the Cardinals. One is right here as brother Ross lays out for us. Your eyes did not see, our eyes did not deceive us. Cornerback Alante Taylor, he covered 4 different receivers. He was targeted 5 times, and the young man just allowed 1 catch for 17 yards. Very, very good outing for the rookie. He played the entire game. He looked as though he was not overwhelmed. He looked at, hey, he belongs. And I, for one, can't wait to get Latimer back, along with Adebo, PJ Williams back. And let's get this secondary back to full strength. I haven't heard anything about Bradley Roby's injury as of right now. But yeah, family. And also, Cesar Ruiz was outstanding in running pass blocking. As I stated, no more Caesar jokes, family. Caesar has been our best offensive lineman throughout the entire season. Throughout the entire season, he's been the best offensive lineman. He's been the most consistent. And if you don't believe me, as I stated the other night, former NFL and offensive lineman. Let's see if I got that. Still got that for you guys. Cause remember, here I think this is I got it for you. Let me pull this up for you guys. Let's see.
Like the Saints offense, like if they just stop the mistakes, they're last in the league in turnover ratio. If they just stop the mistakes, they're going to win a lot of games. If you take out about a 3-minute stretch last night,
watch
the
Caesar,
Saints
fam.
offense,
Watch
they dominated the Cardinals. They had almost 500
watch
yards.
number 51.
When I watched Cesar Ruiz play right guard, like he's one of the most improved players in this entire league. Never played guard at Michigan before. Learned how to play guard here in New Orleans. Doug Marrone's catching him. Like when you watch Caesar right now, he's just bigger, stronger, and way more explosive than he's ever been. And he's like, he's got these guys on skates.
Look at that.
Like Kamara's running right behind him. The same thing the week before against Cincinnati. You watch this power that he has now. This is a rebuilt
no more
body.
Caesar jokes.
And like I know, first couple of years, a little struggle, learning the position. But he's being well coached. He's playing great football. Like the Saints offense, like if they just stop the mistakes, they're last in the league in turnover ratio. If they just stop the mistakes.
Okay, we've been saying that for 7 weeks.
Great football.
Yeah, Brian, we've been saying that for 7 weeks, my brother. They just start the mistakes. If they just start the mistakes for 7 weeks, we've been saying that. AKA the scientist, how you doing? Come on in. Uncle Jerry, how you doing? Come on in. Number 1 Saints fan, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, just want to come through, which is your juice of the day. Also, reported today, Catherine Terrell. This was just much needed. That we all know that it was reported by Catherine, and shouts out to Catherine Terrell because she was the one asking those questions to Dennis Allen out the game when he was trying to get out of there, and he didn't want to answer him, but she got him the answer. Man, look, she was asking what a lot of us wanted to be asked, But here she is saying that Traquan saying that Alvin addressed the team out of the game and said they're not playing Saints football. He do, that everybody got to find their spot. that the losing mentality that they're playing with now is not Saints football. So I'm glad it took somebody in that locker room or player to step up and speak. And I'm kind of glad it is Alvin because we know that, as we stated the other day, Alvin normally leads by example. He doesn't really step out and speak or say anything unless just necessary. And by all means, right now it's necessary. But family, as bad as the start of this season has been, as horrible as the outlook has been and is for a lot of us when we look at this team, because we're seeing the same things, the same mistakes, the same bad decisions, and every game we're seeing the Saints constantly turn the ball over, shoot themselves in the foot. But with all that said and done, folks, there's a chance if the Saints can somehow finally win a game at home this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders, and some things fall right in the division, the Saints could be tied for first place or in first place. That's how horrible the division is right now. So actually, everything that they want is there. It's up to them to go out and do it and prove it. Let's see. Miss Hope, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, yeah, number one saying for Uncle Jerry. Oh, Uncle Jerry, listen. Uncle Jerry everywhere, man. He multitask. It's a bad man. Uncle Jerry's there. But yeah, I'm about to play a little bit of Demario Davis. What he had to say today, and he had some. What he said, man, was he had some very good topics. Not even topics. What I'm looking for. He said some things that were very interesting. Let's just say that. So let's listen to Mario Davis. Look, you see disgust on his face, no playing, no laughing there. Like it's time to get down to business.
Like,
There we go. I got you,
it's no
fam.
secret we're not where we want to be right now. Um, at this point in the season, like this wasn't where any of us expected to be, right? Um, and a lot of that is due to us not playing at the standard that we have. Um, it's uh, it's adversity because of that. It's adversity because you know it's unexpected, and it's unexpected because our standard for excellence is so high, and um, adversity creates opportunity. And so though none of us want to be in this situation, there's only one mindset that's going to change it, and it's taking advantage of every opportunity. And the reason why that is exciting is because all this happened, we're still only one game out in our division. And it's also exciting because we understand what's going on. We understand that we've been our own worst enemy.
I'm gonna stop it right there, fam. He says that despite everything, they're still only one game out of first place. True. Second, he says they understand what's been going on. It's been because of them, and they're the only ones basically can get themselves out the hole. True. But we've been hearing this for a couple weeks now. We haven't heard Mario really come out and speak like this. You can look at his demeanor when he's up there. It's enough. That look on that man's face is telling me enough is enough. We got, like you said, none of us expected this. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: none of the Who That Nation expected it either. because we hold you guys to a higher standard because you guys said it. So let's finna listen to the Mario.
In a lot of ways. Alvin said something great in the locker room, like we got to get back to our swagger. And there's no truer statement. The rub is how we get back to our swagger. And how we get back to our swagger is it's not a new recipe because you're going back to what you've done. And what we've done has always been one of the hardest working teams in the NFL and one of the most focused teams in the NFL. And I'm not talking about just focus on Sunday, but our focus during the week. And
Okay, family, I'm gonna take that. He just said we got to get our swagger back. What Elvin said, and what is that? We've been one of the hardest working teams in the league, but not just on Sundays, but also throughout the week. So that's telling me he is saying a lot of guys showing up and just want to go to work on Sunday, but not putting in the work during the week, and that's why they're getting the results that they're getting on Sundays and Thursday nights. Camp Cupcake. Excuse me, family. That's what they had is Camp Cupcake. Barely practicing, not hitting enough. You just had an embarrassing loss Thursday night to the Arizona Cardinals. This Dennis Allen gives them a 3-day week. He said to get away, clear their mind. So they were treating this as a sort of a bye week. They were treating this as sort of a bye week. He said, and I'll play him in a minute. He said he had the guys came in and they watched film today, and they'll get back down to it tomorrow. They'll get back to business tomorrow, getting ready for the Raiders. He also said that on the injury front, he got a few. He didn't get quite the news he was expecting about a couple of players, but it is early in the week. But he did get good news about a few players. So we'll see how the injury report plays out as the week goes on. Finish listening up to Demario.
and we understand that the nucleus of this team begins and ends with the defense. And so we accept that challenge first. We know we haven't performed to our standard. Um, and we're okay with that being known that it's not acceptable because it's not acceptable to us. It's not acceptable in any of our minds. And we know that a turnaround has to happen. We believe a turnaround is going to happen, and that turnaround begins and ends with us. Um, and that's the way that we go about getting there is in our work, and that's what we're committed to. There's not the thing I'm excited is there's not a harder working group or a more to determined group that's locked in on figuring out and doing everything that needs to be done to get this thing turned around. That begins with our coaches. Um, our coaches are going to thumb through and figure out what is the best way to put us in the best position for our players to be successful. That's what they've always done. They've always found a way to get the best out of us. And when we turn on the tape,
Yeah, the Mario. Know when they found out to get the best out you. Know what it was when Dennis Allen was the defensive coordinator and Ron Nielsen was the defensive line coach and Chris Richard was the secondary coach. That's when they got the best out you. But right now, this two-headed or three-headed defensive coordinator experiment has been a big flop, a big failure. The defensive line is suffering. The secondary is suffering. Dennis Allen wants to call the plays. So if you are the head coach. If you still want to call the plays on defense, why didn't you just keep the defensive coordinator position and just leave Nielsen and Rashad in their respective positions? Because right now, Dennis, what you're doing is not working. And I've been leaning on Dennis, trying not to hold his past coaching stint in Oakland to here. But when that man came out at halftime and that reporter asked him, what would you tell your quarterback, Andy Dalton, to do different in the second half? And this man on national TV with a straight face say nothing. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, keep throwing behind receivers, keep throwing the ball on the ground, keep throwing in the coverage, keep throwing red zone intercepts, keep throwing pick six. Are you serious? Come on, man. I mean, as the coach, man, you got to do better than that, man. You got to do better than that. But I, for one, I mean, look, Coach Rock was the one that brought it to my attention, and a lot of you a lot of other family members, and right now, family is not working. And I hope this self scouting on this buy that which they're calling this mini buy that they're calling it. I hope this self scouting that they shake things up as far as the defense goes, as far as coaching staff, to get some consistency, man. Because the truth is in the pudding. When Ryan Nielsen was focused solely on his defensive line, the Saints, you couldn't run against the Saints. When Chris Rashad was focused just on the secondary, the Saints had one of the best secondaries in the National Football League. When Dennis Allen was the defensive coordinator, the Saints had one of the best defenses in the entire league. So what's really going on? AK the scientist says, was he telling the truth in the interview? You speak of he in the interview. Are you talking about Demario? Because I believe that brother. That brother is speaking what he feels. He's saying exactly how he feels. A mini bye because if this play continues, we can kiss the playoffs goodbye. So let me ask y'all this. And some of them, even Dennis Allen mentioned it, and I mentioned it the other day. It's not impossible to start this way 2-5 and go on a winning streak. Start stacking some wins. Until we fix our culture and moral, we ain't winning nothing. What's wrong with the culture? The all these years, you mean tell me the culture don't just go away when you got most of the same players and the same coaching staff. I understand Drew is gone. I understand Sean is gone, but the culture don't just disappear like that. Culture is when you blew everything out and you have over 90% change in the team. So the culture, I'm not gonna buy that. The culture is going. I don't know. I just think right now it's about coaching. They have to figure out how to put these guys in position to be successful. And right now, the unit that was supposed to be the heart and soul of this team and carry this team has been a gigantic failure. And Demario's telling you, we know everything. For us to get to where we want to go and where we're supposed to be, it starts with us. And we haven't lived up to that. He knows they haven't lived up to it. I respect his oh, okay, he's talking about DA. Okay, right. Was he telling the truth in the man, listen. What I listen. Yeah, number one same fan, you're right. Accountability throughout the whole team, man. I like the fact that now it take one of your best players, not only on your team, but the entire National Football League, to really come outside of himself and have to step up and say, listen, man. Now everybody go look, cause damn, Elvin stepping on and talking. You know him don't say nothing. Yeah, he is, man. I mean, I've been the one just trying to get him the benefit of the doubt, but right now, man, it's not looking good, man. He got to turn this thing around, man. He has to. But like you say, some coaches are just good positional coaches and coordinators, and not head coach. Everybody's not meant to be a head coach. Everybody's not meant to be a head coach. T Dirty, how you doing? Come on in. Kermit, Boo, how you doing? Come on in. Tyler, how you doing, my brother? Come on in. The worst part is we wait until our entire division is horrible to be horrible. But with all that said, family, we are one game out of first. The rest of this division not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. The rest of this division is right there. They're suffering too. There are so many teams in this league that are 2-5, 3-4, 3-3. No, we all would say the San Francisco 49ers have one of the best offensive-minded offensive coaches in the National Football League in Shanahan, correct? But right now, the 49ers are just one game better than the Saints. They're 3-4. 3-4, family. They are 3-4 right now. You know? That's crazy, man. 3-4, family. Let's finish up with DeMario. Then we go hear from your head coach.
One of our big sayings here is not what we play, it's how we play. And they've always found a way to put us in a situation where we play violent and fast and physical. As the players, as the captains, that's on me and Cam.
Okay.
When the coaches put out the scheme to bring out the best and the fast and the physicalness of everybody. What's our standard? What's our brand of football?
Of everybody.
And that intensity that we take in practice, we just keep taking that up. And there's not going to be a more committed team in the league, no matter what's going on right now. And, it's obviously we're not the only ones that don't have the answers, being that we're only one game back. There's not going to be a more committed team that's committed to figuring out how to get it done with a sense of urgency. And that's where our mindset is.
Sense of urgency. You're right. It's a sense of urgency, my brother.
This game is very simple. It starts with stopping the run,
which you have not been doing.
With getting after the quarterback,
which we haven't been doing.
It's taking the ball away,
which you only have one intercept in the entire season. 7 games, 1 intercept. That's horrible.
And that's what we got to be able to do on a consistent basis, as we've always done.
Not this year. Go Ed Daniels. How much soul searching did you do?
I'm always.
Man, listen. I'm gonna cut it all right there, fam. That's enough of that right there. Let's see. So look, fam. We're 2-5. The team that leads our division is 3-4. Tampa, you're right. No one's saying Tampa look horrible. But is that a surprise? We've been saying that from the time we played them. Tampa ain't looking like world beaters. Atlanta's been playing okay football. But Cincinnati, it went to Cincinnati, and what happened? The Bengals beat their head, and the Saints actually played a better game against them than the Falcons did. But I just don't understand. I mean, how in the hell Carolina was what? I mean, what's the quarterback from the kid that was in the XFL? Walker. Shouts out to that kid. Went out there and outdo Tom Brady. Tampa Bay scored what 6? Would it be them 21-6, fam? If I ain't mistaken. But all that just to say, like, as we just heard Mario, like, they feel fortunate. Matter of fact, they know they're fortunate that they're only one game back in the division. Because in a normal year, Tampa Bay will be running away with this division. But they're not. So the Saints still have a chance. The first 7 games are over. We can't do nothing about that, family. Matter of fact, Scratch that off. Don't even just make a 10 game. It's a 10-game season. Game 1, first game of the season is this Sunday. You can't go 0-1. You have to start off 1-0. Trey, how you doing, my brother? Come on in. Says like we got a Lamborghini, Aston Martin, a Ferrari F350s, a Bugatti, a fleet of foreigners, and no driver to drive them. That's the way I see our Saints, right? You right now, man. We're not driving, man. The manufacturer ain't sending them chips, man. Them cars just sitting on the lot right now, man, collecting dust. Yeah, players blew that Carolina game, including Kamara. Yep. That fumble that they returned for a 6. A blocked field goal and a missed field goal. That's been the story of the first half, beginning of the season. So right now, AK, let me see, sign just says 3. Oh, 3. They beat them 21-3. Okay, it was 21-3. Wow. 21-3, fam. You don't hear them, Buck fans, they ain't bragging now, is it? They ain't talking. You don't hear them now, do you? You don't hear them not talking, do you? Cause they frauds. You know? And when Brady goes, they'll be back to the same. Just like this past Sunday. That's who they really are. That's who they'll be again. But right now, the Saints got to climb themselves out this hole. They have to do better. I ask you to hit that like bell. If it's your first time here, I ask you to please subscribe. See, I will play Dennis Allen family right now. I don't want to hear from Dennis Allen. I just don't want to hear from Dennis Allen right now, fam. Get this team together, man. You would think he learned something from his first stint, man. Where's the fire? What Dennis Allen had more passion and more fire when he was the defensive coordinator than he does now as the head coach. Be who you are, man. Jump on their edge. You got to let them know. Like number one Saints fan say, accountability. Yeah, ain't nobody worrying about the succaneers. Yeah, you know, they want to come in all in here talking and bragging and you don't hear them now. You don't hear them saying nothing now. So, listen, fam. I just wanted to come to y'all with your juice of the day. Listen, we know this team again. There's not one of us here today in the chat, or if you're looking at this later, who can reasonably and with a sound mind say that the Saints are not a talented football team. But what the Saints are is a football team that continues to underachieve. And that's what they have been doing, underachieving. Some quick news and notes. Former Georgia Bulldog and LA Ram running back Todd Gurley is called into career, fam. The two-time All-Pro announced his retirement for football after 6 seasons in the NFL. And we know it because knee injury sidelined his career. And got the lights flickering and stuff. Got a strong stone moving through, family. So, yeah. So, Todd Gurley calls it a career man. When healthy, he's a very good player. So, we wish Todd Gurley the best as he moves on after his playing career. On this day in history, Billy Williams was of the Oakland Athletics in 1974. He was traded to Athletics as a designated hitter. He hit 23 home runs and he drove in 81 runs and made his first career playoff appearance. National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum, Mr. Doug McWilliams. And you know, family, we got a rich and I say we as African Americans, we have a rich history in the game of baseball. But I don't think we even right now, we even that's not something that we're encouraging our kids to play or take a look at. It's basketball or it's football. But the most highest paid athletes are actually in baseball. The most guaranteed money is in baseball. The longer career, baseball. Just saying. I just think we need to tell our kids, let them know the history, man. Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron. Um, they know a lot of them. They know Deion Sanders now, coaching Jackson State, and they probably know him as Prime from when they looked him up when he played for the Falcons and the Cowboys. He played baseball too. He was pretty good at it. So yeah, it's something I think we need to start promoting a little bit more in our community. Is the game of baseball. Also, the World Series is now set. It will be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on them Houston Astros, man. The Astros just went. They just whooped the Yankees, swept the Yankees, got the Yankees on out of there. Y'all the Yankee fans were screaming from last time they played when it was reported that the Astros was stealing signs. When they ain't steal signs this time, they just put a whooping on the Yankees. All right, let me see who's else in here. We got OJ. Let me see. He doing what we doing. Yeah, we gonna keep pushing, man. Yeah. Captain Cleanup. Who's Captain Cleanup? AKA, who's Captain Cleanup? Eric, how you doing? Come on in. Dana, how you doing? Come on in. Ken Griffey. Yeah, Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds. Uh, yeah, yeah. Mid-season, the Phillies were dead in the water, and I look at them, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, it ain't over till it's over, man. Remember last year? Remember the Dolphins? What they started 1-7, ran off 7-8 straight games. So, and I believe 2011, I forgot who it was. It was it the 49ers or someone? Started about 2-5, made the playoffs. Your coach, your head coach Dennis Allen, he brought that up today. I mean, they're all saying the same thing. They still believing in each other, man. They just got to get it together, man. Man, exactly, man. It is therapy to talk to fellow fans. I write on my phone, but I watch on my TV. Do you think they're going to let DA coach next season? Yeah, bro. Real talk. The only way, Trey, I think they don't let DA coach, man, is if the wheels totally fall off, man. Meaning, if this team only wins one more game or doesn't win another game this season, then yeah, I don't see them coming back. But if they put a string of wins together, match last year's record of one game better, and make the playoffs, and possibly win a playoff game, he'll definitely be back. Rose City, how you doing? Come on in. Uh-oh. Marley Marl, how you doing? Come on in. What up, Eric Howard? How you doing, my brother? Come on in. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Thank y'all for coming through, fam. Man, so if there was something right now, family, I know it really is not the halfway part of the season yet. Week 9 actually would be, since there are 17 games, so the mid part of the season would be week 9. And right now the Saints are 2-5. If somehow, some way, after week 9, if the Saints are sitting 4-5, how would that make you feel? Would you think this team is on the upswing, or would you think it's just a mirage, fool's gold? What's your thought? What's your thought on that? Pammy Whammy, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Maul says, Dolph, I want Did to succeed, but I don't know how he string together enough wins. Man, listen, like the Mario said, I mean, they believe it, man. Everything, despite this horrible start, they are actually still in position to win this division because right now the division is crumbling. And they are part of the reason the division is crumbling. I played the video earlier of Brian Baldinger when he was breaking down tape of Cesar Ruiz and mentioned that Cesar Ruiz is one of the most improved players in the entire football league. And he was pointing out how Cesar never played guard before, came to the Saints. You know, the Saints do, they want to make him a guard. He was struggling. He was struggling, right? And a lot of us in Who That Nation, we was on him. We was on him. A lot of you was really on him. You wanted them gone and out of here. This past off season, Doug Marrone comes in, starts work with him. Zach Street works with him. Jory Evans, future Hall of Fame offensive lineman, comes in and starts working with him. And you saw it in preseason. The kid was getting better. And right now, from week 1 until this past Thursday, he's been your best offensive lineman. He's been better than Ryan Ramczyk. He's been better than Eric McCoy. He's been better than Andrews Pete. And he's definitely been better than James Hurst. And right now, your of the starting 5 offensive linemen, if we let's give grades. 1 to 5. 5 is the best, and 1 is the worst. And we're gonna go one at a time. We're gonna go one at a time. All right, let's start with Ryan Ramczyk, fam. From a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst and 5 being the best, what would you grade Ryan Ramczyk's play so far this season? Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, Maul says Ruiz was put in a bad spot by Peyton by turning him into something he wasn't. Okay. Pammy Whammy says fat. All right. Pammy Whammy gives Ryan Ramczyk a 2. Rose City gives Ryan Ramczyk a 2. Eric Howard gives Ryan Ramczyk a 2. Maul, I say 1 through 5. Maul gave him a 7, 5 being the best and 1 being the worst. Maul said a 7. Now, in these grades, are we taking into consent his run blocking? Let's see. St. Doug, how you doing? Come on in. Hey, family, it's 21 of us here. Everybody, if you please, hit that like bell. If it's your first time, I ask you to please subscribe. Okay, Marley Mall says, okay, Marley Mall gives him 4. Okay. All right, so we got a 4. So we're going from 2 to 4 right now. Trey gives him a 2. Okay, we got another 2 from Ram. All right, who we missing that's in here? We got Trey, we got Holt, Jamal. I got Eric's. Number 1 Saint fan. Well, yeah, Rose City, what's your grade? Dang, got Pam. OG, what's your grade? Dana, what's your grade? AKA the scientist, what's your grade for Ryan Ramczyk? All right. Maul said, oh, I mean a 3 for Ram. A 3 for Ram. Okay, he went 7, 4, and 3. Okay, but it's a 3. You show this time? You show Maul. I got you, Maul. Maul says a 3 from Ramczyk. Okay. Now, that's what we got. So Ram's grade is anywhere from a 4 to a 2. Okay. Next, James Hurst. What's our grade for James Hurst, fam? What's your grade? Your grade for James Hurst? I'm sure it's up there. I got you. All right, all right. James Hurst, grade for James Hurst, fam. Dana, what grade you give James Hurst, Dana? 1 is terrible. 5 will be the best. Maul said 0. Woo. All right. Rose City said 1. Number 1 Slam fan. I know you playing. I know you. I know. Listen, I say 1 is the worst and 5 is the best. Yeah. You think James Hurst has been playing that great this season? Eric says a 1. Dana says a 2. Maul says Hurst even on the scale. Okay. Hope gives James a 2. Oh man, Ramsey Walls, how you doing? Come on in. Ramsey said I give Hurst a 1. Okay, man. So Hurst is anywhere from 1 to 2. I'm not even counting number 1 Saint fan. She played too much. Okay, all right. That's negative 0. Pammy Webber said we talking about Hurst or -5. Well y'all killing me right now. Okay. So James Hurst is from a -5 all the way to a 2. A 2 is the best Hurst can get. Okay. Oh man, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the most recently paid center on the team, Mr. Eric McCoy. What grade would you give Eric McCoy? I know he had that one bad outing, and a lot of us jumped down his throat, but me, I give Eric McCoy a 3 right now. That's me personally. I give McCoy a 3. All right. Pammy says a 2 for McCoy. Marley Moore a 3 for McCoy. Trey says 4 points. Okay. Got you, Trey. Trey said 4-2. Hope gives McCoy 2 too. Okay. Hope you must be a teacher because your grading skill is hard, boy. You must be a teacher. All right, Eric gave McCoy. Let me see, Eric. My bad. Let me get you E. All right, E gave McCoy 3. Rose City's giving McCoy a 4. Okay. Ramsey gives McCoy a 3. Okay. So a 3 there. And I like I said, I give McCoy a 3 myself right now, fam. Warrior God, how you doing? Come on in. I thought we had a tough task starting from week 8, but it looks like we can beat all those teams. Eagles, I don't know, but we really do have a chance for the playoffs. Can't wait to see this crazy comeback season. I'm with you, Ramsey. It ain't over, man. Everything is right there in front of them. It's right there, man. There's much room for improvement. And we know the thing is we know they know they haven't played their best football yet. Damn it, start this Sunday. Much room for improvement. Yes, Hope. You're correct. Warrior God, who that to you, my brother? Dana has, McCoy 3. Okay. Yeah. That's why I'm at with McCoy 3. Okay. Now, for one of our favorite and most popular and best offensive lineman and one of the best guards in the league, for you haters who be hating on him, know who he is. What grade did we give Andrews Pete? And don't be coming here grading, talking about, oh, he always hurt and all that. Number 1 Saint fan gave McCoy a 4. Okay. She gave Eric McCoy a 4. And finally, do me a favor. When you're watching the games this week, try to pay attention every a series or two to the offensive line. Just single out one player. That's what I start doing. I start singling out players. Like for one series, I start watching that offensive lineman to see how they playing. And that's what I was doing on Cesar Ruiz. I'm telling y'all, Caesar's been balling. All right. The Saints should. Who that for life? How you doing? The Saints should go get Mac Jones. If James don't pan out this season, do make a move. Get whoever. Let's get somebody in here. Pammy Whammy gets Peter 4. Maul gets Peter 3. Okay. Hope. All right, Hope. Man, he can't get a 5, but Hope gave him a 4.5. So 4.5. Ramsey Ward gives Peter 3. We back there. Now we all for Hurst. Oh, hurt. All right. Eric said he hurt 3.5. Well, he been hurt. Warrior God said 3.5 defense lights out. Dana gives Pete 3.5 stars. Warrior God, I do that same thing with the O line and running backs. Okay. Yeah, man. Exactly, man. Exactly. It makes you appreciate the game more, and it's just not, we go and listen to somebody saying, well, this person played bad because we recognize that player when they get called for a false start or holding, and we be like, oh man, he suck or he garbage, or he didn't catch the block on that play. That's why this guy blew up. But are we watching the entire game? Are we watching this player this entire game? Remember the other team gets paid too. A seafood basket. All right, boy. Dana couldn't wait, boy. Y'all know who next. Sister Dana already on it. All right, y'all. What's the grade for my boy Cesar Ruiz? I got 1.5 from Dana. Hell, I'm giving Cesar a 5.2. From what that kid has had to endure from this Who That Nation, hearing all that bad talk, knowing he was struggling, didn't give up on himself, persevered, took the coaching, and now he is playing his ass off. So you have people of the national media, former NFL linemen who are pointing him out and saying that he is one of the best and most improved offensive linemen in the league. Man, that man get a 5, man. That kid get a 5. Shout out to you, Caesar. How you feeling about Winston? You think he'll come back playing good or looking rusty? You think Dalton is a better option for this season? I've seen Dalton healthy this season. The results are what they are. I want to see Jameis healthy, fully healthy. Fully healthy with a fully healthy Arsenal with everybody who's supposed to be out there. And then let the chips fall where they may. Let's see what he does. I'm beyond Dalton and listen. If Jameis can't do it this year, if he come back healthy and he's out there and he's got he's got Kamara, he's got Thomas, Olave, Shaheed, Callaway, Smith, Landry, Jawan Johnson, Troutman, Mo Ingram. He got all them weapons, man. And he come back and he stank it up. He got to go. Only reason I'm holding out hope because I saw what he did last year when he was healthy without an Arsenal. That 14-3 wasn't no fluke. I understand Sean was here and all that, but that 14-3 wasn't no fluke. Even when Sean was here, he still did some dumb shit. Excuse my language. Y'all remember that Carolina game when he was falling back and he called himself say he was trying to throw it out the back of the end zone, and Callaway went up and caught the ball, and he went to the sideline, and Sean was like, "What the hell was that? Don't do that no more." So yeah, I just want to see him fully healthy. Remember, and everybody wants to just push that full quarter against Atlanta away, and he got hurt in that full quarter. And he in that full quarter he lit him up. Him and Michael Thomas and Olave and Landry, they went to work. I just want to see him fully healthy. They shouldn't have played him against Tampa. They shouldn't have played him against Carolina, but they did. And it is what it is. I just want to see him come back fully healthy. Ain't no excuses. You come back, you fully healthy. You got all your arsenals. You better make it work. Because if it don't work, brother, you out of here. They go move on. They don't give you a 2-year contract. The Saints will eat money. Always give room for improvement. This is from an old offensive tackle though. Gotcha. Yeah, man, I'm happy for season, man. I'm happy for season. That's why I don't give up on him because that's why I'm not giving up on James. I'm not giving up on James. Who's starting the QB next game? I'm tired of Dalton. Well, man, they gonna see how James is progressing, man. But right now, until they say different, until we hear James had one full practice, it's gonna be Andy. I do want to see Winston 100% healthy because I remember that energy he had last year. and I still haven't seen that this year. Shaking my head. The kid's been hurt, and it's like this. There are a lot of Who That Nation members who just don't like Jameis. Yeah, y'all felt a lot of them fell for all that. Listen, all of them stuck on that 30 interception, and all that shit is in their head. That's all they see. They don't see what the kid can do. Last year, when healthy, matter of fact, let's do this. When healthy, game 1 on the road, Jacksonville, Florida, displaced because of the hurricane. What Jameis Winston went out there and did. The same ones who were ready to kick him out the door and get rid of him, they were the same ones jumping up and down in front of the TV talking about, let's go Jameis, when he threw 5 touchdowns. He threw 5 touchdowns that game. But the national media, what was the first thing they say? Well, he only passed for 100 and something yards. Well, you have a game where he throw two intercepts, 3 intercepts, and what it is, same old Jameis. You see what I'm saying? So the kid's in a no-win situation. I just want to see him healthy. Then look, bro, if you come back fully healthy and you got all your weapons back, all your key playmakers, all your key players back on offense, and the offensive line is still virtually healthy, it's time to put up or shut up. It's just that simple. Well, I believe in him until he actually shows that he just can't do it. Gotcha. Dana says, can you imagine a healthy Jameis? Man, listen, that's what I want. Boy, listen. Dana, you took it out of my mouth. A healthy Jameis, throwing deep to Olave, Rashid. Come on, man. Sneaky Callaway, Sneaky Smith, Jarvis Sneaky. Man, listen. Mike T, Jawan Johnson, Adam Troutman. We got Adam Troutman been playing good too. The 2 young tight ends starting to play good. Listen, this thing is not over, fam. They just got to get it together. Most fractures heal in 6 to 8 weeks, but this varies tremendously from bone to bone, and each person based on many other factors discussed. Winston may be all right. Okay, gotcha. I appreciate that, Trey. So, Trey, you say most of it, so is that each fracture or is that just in general? Because I think, he had 4 fractures. So, damn, 6 to 8 weeks, man. That's a long time, man. Yeah, don't forget about the running AK. Speaking of AK, Pete Carmichael, it is a travesty. Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, it is a travesty. Alvin Kamara we going to week 8, and how the hell Alvin Kamara don't have a damn touchdown, fam? Not a one. Warrior Gold, I need to see Winston with Shaheed and Olave. We got 2 rookies for the futures. Sometimes I feel like we didn't even need Landry. Him still not playing stresses me out. Now, we needed him, man. We need him. Needed him and we need him. Yeah, we need him, man. Listen, we want to say, look, when week 1, when Jarvis caught them 7 passes for 142 yards, what we're saying we didn't need him then? Out of sight, out of mind sometimes, my brother. Out of sight, out of mind, man. We got playmakers. Oh, yes, and you're right, Hope. And Taysom. Is it me, family, or is it Carmichael uses Shaheed and Taysom in the first half, but in the second half, why every time they make a sideline shot in the second half, number 7's on the sideline standing next to Pete Carmichael or right behind him and not on the field? Why is Shaheed not in the game in the second half? Why is his number not getting called up, Mo, with everybody out? Last week you had him and Olave on the field together. That's an explosive combination. Pete Carmichael has to do better, man, with finding ways to get these guys the ball, man. He has to, man. You got too many playmakers on this team. Alvin Kamara without a touchdown is a travesty, though. But I think they're gonna, when he starts scoring, they're gonna come in bunches. I hate that. All right. Minute to here. Healthy Jameis 5-2 with Walmart wide receivers along with Sean Payton versus Jameis unhealthy this year with Tanner Long with Dennis Allen. I believe JW could do something. Hopefully, he ready to go. Me too, man. Let's see. That's correct. I know he definitely running hard versus the Raiders and getting the touchdown or 3. Yeah, and he look. There's one thing the Saints have. Listen, they've been running the ball real good all year, but for the first 3-4 weeks, what were we screaming? Who that nation? Run the ball. We're a running team. Run the ball. That go open up the passing game. Don't just drop back and have Jameis or Andy throwing the ball 38, 40 times a game. That's that you're getting away from the run too much. Right, I played that one. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Where it goes. Sean would have Shaheed next to him ready to jump and just like when Reggie was a rookie. Yeah, man. That kid is special. And the Saints, again, the Saints knew exactly what they had. They hid this kid on purpose. We always saying it. If he healthy, why he not in the preseason game? Why we not seeing him? Because the Saints ain't wanting to expose him. Because they knew what they had. They were smart to do that, man. They were smart to do that, family. Let's see what we got. 17 of us in here, family. Go ahead on and hit that like button. All right, we're going to jump to the defensive side of the ball right quick. I want some grades right quick. I'm gonna start with the linebackers. 1 to 5, 1 the worst, 5 the best. What's the grade for Double D, Demario Davis, family? What's our grade for Demario Davis? Right now, I think Double D can. He got running. He leading the team in sacks with 5. His plays picked up a little, so I'm gonna give him a 4 right now. A couple weeks ago, I'd have gave him a 3, but right now I'm gonna gonna give him a 4. What's y'all grade, man? They need to use Taysom Hill to help AK with the run. We need strong. Yeah. All right. Rose giving Double D a 4. Okay. Demario Davis gets a 4. Hope gives Demario 3.5. Millie gives Demario a 4. Okay. Warrior guard. Smart draft picks, smart moves, holding down Shaheed and Monday because they would definitely be future starters and more. Okay. Now, let me ask y'all something. What's the love with Smoke Monday? I'm sorry the kid got hurt. I heard he was doing good on special team, but I didn't hear anything about him making way like as far as the safety position. What's the love with Smoke Monday? Was it just his attitude? We saw him play at Auburn. What was it? Because a lot of us are putting a lot of hope in Smoke Monday. A lot of hope. It got to just be a name. Ramsey Wall says he gives Demario Davis a 4. Rose City says it's his name. Lionel Scott, how you doing? Come on in. If it's your first time, my friend, please hit that like bell and please subscribe and welcome to the channel. He said physical warrior guard said his energy and loves to tackle. Okay. Let me see. Smoke Monday had attitude. Okay, I understand he had attitude, but what type of player was he? Because his name wasn't ringing that much during training camp. It started ringing for special teams. But as far as playing the safety or nickel position, his name wasn't ringing that hard. I understand the kid got moxie behind him. He got that fire. He got that attitude that you like. You know, like I say, I'm sorry the kid got hurt because I wanted to see him in the preseason. I wanted to see what he can do. Not only him, but I'm gonna tell you who the Saints really missed and really was putting a lot of stock in and using this year was the young linebacker from Appalachian State, Mr. Jackson. Was DeMarco or DeMar Jackson? I think it's DeMar Jackson from Appalachian State. That was a big loss for the Saints. I think the Saints had major plans for that kid. All right, Trey gives Davis a 4. Okay, Davis got a 4. Right, who else? What else we got on Davis? All right, Demario 4. All right, fam, let's go. Let's go to the man, one of the best linebackers in the league. Let me see. Number 1 Saint fan gives him a 3, judging overall, not just recently. Okay. 4 real, man. Why didn't they keep him? Shaking my hand for real, man. Why didn't they keep? Well, he got hurt. You know, Smoke got hurt, man. Yeah, Ro DeMarco. All right. Appreciate it, Ro. All right, man. Now, this next player, a lot of you were talking bad about. A lot of you did not want him to start. You wanted that guy who bought that juice. Y'all wanted Quan Alexander back. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Quan back. But also, I noticed something, y'all noticed it too. A lot of y'all just ain't want to say it. As the season was going on, you start seeing Pete was better than Quan. Quan is a risk taker. Quan would do shit that he's not supposed to do. Quan would leave linebackers and secondary and safeties out to dry. Going taking bad angles, running through gaps and things that the player don't not draw it up for. Don't get me wrong, he's a hell of a player. You see what they're doing with the Jets. And Quan, they wanted Quan back, but not as a starter though. They wanted Quan to back up Pete. And right now, Sneaky Pete, there you go, Rose. It's a 5, man. It's a 5 for Warner, man. Thank you, Lionel. He leads the league in solo tackles, Pete Werner. And Pete Werner played good Thursday, man. Pete Werner, he's flying around, man. All right. Trey say Werner a dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I cannot wait to get DeMarco Jackson back next year. Let me see. Miller gives Pete a 5. Okay. Pete got a 5. So let's see. And the other linebacker when the Saints are in their 4-3 is Caden Ellis. I give Caden Ellis a 3. He's playing decent. Not horrible. Not spectacular. He's decent. I give Caden Ellis a 3 myself. Now let's go to let's go to secondary. And matter of fact, I'm going to one particular person. Family. And it hurts me to say this. It hurts y'all to say it, but the truth is the truth. We don't sugarcoat nothing. Lionel gives Ellis a 3. All right. After you get your kid an Ellis grade, 1 to 5, what's your grade for the honey badger? Trey said, oh boy. Oh, here we go. You already knew where I was going. Now I don't get a D. You give a D boy a 2? All right. Warrior God say Tyra getting a 1.5. Hey man, you gotta play to his standards, man. Hope gives Tyron a 2. Maul gives Tyron a 2. Like I said, Trey gives him a 1.5. Mill gives him a 1.5. The possum 2. Come the possum, boy. Y'all, what's up, boy? The possum got a 2. Yardage. Oh man, family, y'all funny, man. All right, man. Oh man. Yeah, man. Tyron got to come with it, man. Yeah, he got to get it together, family. You got to get it together. Well, look, family, I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Your boy got to get up for work. I want to thank y'all for joining me on this edition of the Saints Juice of the Day. We'll be back Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Coach Rock and myself. Excuse me. Yeah, fighting this cold for a couple of days. Yeah, we go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow with another juice of the day, and tomorrow we'll do the we'll give our grades for the wide receivers and the defensive line and the entire secondary. And then Wednesday, during Wednesday's show, we'll give out the grades for the coaching staff, which I definitely know is going to be interesting. Let's see. Good night, fam. Good night, Ro. All right, I want to say good night to all of y'all. List fam, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like bell. If it's your first time, subscribe. Share the show on your social media platform. Let them know what we're doing over here. On behalf of myself and Coach Rock and the entire Keeping It Real family, which is you, I want to thank you for joining me. And again, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Yeah, we'll come back with another Saints Juice of the Day tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure at what time yet, but I'll post it and let y'all know. So until then, it's your boy Doe17, and this has been the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. Is Saints Juice of the Day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night and stay safe. Love and who that.